Hello and welcome to Monkeys with Fire. You join me tonight for another Tabletop Gaming Live, and this evening we'll be playing the 1 to 4 player board game Escape the Dark Sector from Fiendborn. If you're brand new to the channel, click the heart to follow the live Twitch stream weeknights Monday, Wednesday and Friday from 7 PM. Also, be sure to subscribe and tap the bell icon to receive notifications from YouTube for the latest videos and updates. And now, on with the show. Escape the Dark Sector is a simple sci-fi adventure game with a focus on atmosphere, storytelling and player cooperation, perfect for newcomers to tabletop gaming. It takes about 2 minutes to set up, lasts around 45 minutes, and no two games are ever the same. Confined to the detention block of a vast space station, you and your fellow crew members embark on a desperate mission to find your ship and escape. However, the depths of space are not to be travelled lightly, and first you must overcome a great many dangers, traps and terrors, each of which is represented in the game by a large, beautifully illustrated chapter card. The object of the game is to overcome every card in the mission deck while keeping all members of the crew alive to fly your ship home. If you do this, you all escape the Dark Sector and win the game together. However, if any member of your crew dies along the way, the game ends immediately and you all lose. On this evening's show, I'll be joined by Sarah and Snowyak. Good evening, Sarah. Good evening, Snowyak.
Good evening.
Good evening.
You guys know that, of course, on the channel here, big fan of Escape the Dark Castle. This is now their newly released, within the last couple of weeks, sci-fi version. We've got a great story that will unfold. We're going to do a little bit of acting. And we're going to have some awful dice rolls. Even though you can't quite see, with the magic of video editing, I will have proper little computer displays on here when we have the video. Boop, boop,
Yeah.
boop, boop. Yeah, so we'll leave that there. It should actually...
That life tracker paper was real sad from last time.
Oh, I sent it to you, didn't I?
You did, and I saw it and it was just like, oh, failures.
I think we are good. Who wants to start?
I can if you want.
All right, so we'll bring the card over. So this is the introduction.
Okay. Overriding the security protocol of the holding cells was no easy task, but now real danger lurks at every turn. You dart from your cell to the control room opposite. There, a map of the station flickers on a faulty monitor. You frantically search for the location of your ship. Remove one Act 3 chapter from the mission deck without looking at it. The map vanishes, replaced by an urgent transmission addressing all members of security. They have orders to eliminate you. You each grab a sidearm from the rack before setting off at speed. Draw one starting weapon card for each member of the crew. Then turn the first chapter card.
All right, well, that's good, isn't it? So then, because we got to see the schematics of the station, we're able to remove one of the cards from the deck. And what is a nice feature on Escape the Dark Sector is that the cards are actually sort of tiered. So we have level 1, level 2, and then level 3. And it has now told us to take a random card from level 3. So, Sarah, would you want to choose 1, 2, 3, or 4?
4.
4, thank you. There we go. Right then, so we then have to decide who's going to venture into the room.
I can read.
You want to read, Snow?
Here we go.
Okay then.
Yeah, let me go first. I'll open the door. Ah, there it is. A squadron of security drones comes flying towards you, weapons humming, lasers piercing the gloom. You have been tracked. Begin combat. Combat special. You are locked in a tractor beam emanating from the lead drone. You are released only when 3 chapter dice have been removed. Until then, you must roll a hit die at the beginning of each round and can take no action.
Oh, not good, not good.
Poor Lieutenant Tanner. What do we need to do?
We need to take the dice for these combat drones. So we have 2 might, a cunning, a wisdom, and then we roll dice equal to the number of players. So that's 3 additional dice. Give these a roll. So basically, Snowyak, you are caught in a tractor beam, and this means that we have to roll a hit dice at the beginning of each round, and you cannot take any action. So it is a case of me rolling one of these ranged hit dice. Let's see what happens. Well, there we go. You have you've taken a hit already, so you lose 1 HP. You're down to 11.
So we have to get rid of all of the black dice that are facing us now on the game mat, correct?
Yes.
Yeah, you too.
Yes, us too. Which, if we look at it, I got a lot of fists. No, chat. And you have a lot of eyes. We're not. I have some starbursts, so I think that we could be okay if we went in a punch-in.
We went in a punch-in. Remember that we only are rolling 1 die at any given time, so we can only ever remove potentially 2 dice, can't we, per round?
Yeah.
Okay. So that is
but what would our gun do?
Our gun potentially, if we are lucky, and if we flanked, we could actually remove an additional dice.
Do we want to try to take a shot each, and then if that's not working, go in and give him a fisting? Is that what we want to do?
Possibly so.
What are those symbols on the lower right corner of the creature card?
Let me explain what Snowyak was asking about. Okay, so he very keenly saw that on the bottom corner of the card here there is a little bit of information, and this basically tells you the number of character dice that you remove from the adversary when you get a successful hit with a particular type of weapon. So, and it makes thematic sense. So these drones, which of course are, floaty robots, if you hit it with the slug pistol, you take away just 1 character dice. If you're successful in hitting it with the energy pistol, you take away 2 character dice. And if you manage to hit it with the explosive ordnance, and we haven't got that yet, then again, it's 2 dice in this instance. Granted, these values vary depending on who you are attacking, okay? And so thematically, makes sense that an energy weapon would affect computerized equipment, wouldn't it? Yes? So it's a nice little feature that they've included in the game there. Sarah, what are we going to do? Are we going to draw our pistols and take a shot first? Or are we going to...
I shoot now, and you flank. That gives you even more chance of hitting more, correct?
It does, yes.
And then while you're flanking, I'll be out of bullets, which means my next turn I can punch, correct?
That's true, indeed, yes.
I say we do that. We'll see what damage we do from there, and then after that, just start punching.
Start a punching. All right, sounds good.
Mm-hmm.
Right then, so I place my die on the flank card, and I have to roll the hit dice just to see if a glancing blow managed to come on in. And it did, so I lose a blip of energy. Boo. Sarah is then going to fire her shot in ranged combat. So we roll 2 dice. We roll her ammo for her gun, plus also the drone firing. Okay, so Sarah hits, but also takes a hit. Sarah goes down by 1.
Boop.
Is that as good as we get? So, yes, we can now remove one of the drone's dice. So which die are we going to remove?
I want to get rid of an eyeball.
Okay, eye is gone. Done. That is the end of that first round. we now go into the second round, and because Snowyak, you are still caught in the tractor beam, we roll the hit dice. And unfortunately, you take another hit.
Oop.
I now come out of flanking, and I now get to roll my energy dice. I don't have to roll a hit dice, so let's get a good result. Oh, okay. So I do a hit,
Yeah.
but I'm able to now remove 2 dice. So which 2 shall we remove?
So I'm free. I'm free.
So, well, what should we remove, team? What do you think?
I got good fists, and so do you. You got good eyes, and so does kind of he. But I don't know. I'm thinking to remove the eyes.
You thinking the well? What about the wisdom?
No. I say let's do the starburst.
Starburst. Should we do 2 of those? Let's just make it nice and easy.
Okay.
There we go. So those are done. And this now does mean that Snow is released from the tractor beam. My gun is unloaded. Now, you intend to go and do close combat now, isn't that's the idea, yes?
Yeah.
Yeah?
So go and punch him in the nose.
Okay, so let's roll your dice. Boom! Look at that! So you've got 2 fists and a shield.
Oh, double fisting! But yeah, okay, so now I'm safe, and we got rid of those 2.
All right. That's good. Right.
That's weird. This is definitely where we went wrong last time.
It is, isn't it? Right, so now we are all in close combat.
Fine, so you guys get to roll now, right?
Well, this is it. We are now into the 3rd round. So now we're all in together in close combat. So we roll all dice together. Oh, okay. So Lieutenant Miller is able to take away 1 of those, but because we have not defeated it, we all now take 1 point of damage.
Oop.
Ooh.
Boop.
Okay, 4th round of combat. So this is the choice, isn't it? Anybody who doesn't go into combat wouldn't take a hit if we fail. So does anybody want to not go into this round of combat?
Yeah, that looks like I might take a rest. Now, do I get a beep for resting?
You would get a beep if you used the medical drone, yes.
This is our last turn to use it with this card anyways, right?
That's true, yes. Yeah, makes
Might
sense.
as well use it. Give me that beep.
Okay, so you go on in there, and at the end of the round, you will get a HP. So, Snow, do you want to join me? We've both got to try and get this eye, and we're both pretty good at doing so.
Yeah.
Yeah.
I will join you.
Okay, let's go for it. Ah, and there we go. And indeed, it was you who got the eye. So you have defeated the drone. Well done. Sarah comes back. Tanner is back. Miller is back. Sarah gets 1 hit point. Up it goes.
Yeah, that will learn you.
Okay. So we finished combat. So we can all reload our guns. All right. And we now get to draw up a number of cards that of equipment that has been dropped. So with this particular card, it's 3. So 1, 2, 3. Let's show you what spoils we've got.
Bring it on.
Rolling. Your crew die. I was like, what?
Oh. A beam emitter.
Oh. Yeah, I want that one. Give me them blades.
Is it a good idea if I take the stims and you take the gun, because you already have an energy gun?
So if you wanted to take the speed stims, then by all means. Sarah, you seemed very keen for the alien blade. So did you want to take that? Yeah. Now,
I would like the sharp stick, please.
You want the sharp stick. Now, I just want to double check something here. See, I'm wondering if you got two single
If you
guns.
have two guns, then yes, you could take two shots at one turn because
Yes.
one hand fires, the other hand fires.
That's what
or
I thought.
you fire one, and while that one's reloading on your next turn, you fire with the other, so you're not having to sit out. It's the same way that I was able to shoot, and then next turn I punched.
Yes. So I think it might make a good idea then, Snow. Did you want to take Sarah's slug pistol, and then you've got two shots, haven't you?
Oh, that would be cool.
Yeah. All right. So Sarah's.
But now, if that's what we're doing, then that means that I do not have ranged weapons, which means I'm either going to be sitting out, or I'm never going to be able to shoot or help until you guys are ready to start punching.
Well,
that's true.
We will definitely have to coordinate our attacks much better, won't we? Right. So, are you reading this card? Yes.
Yeah, I'll read.
All right.
Just in case it's something I'm going to sacrifice myself. From the darkness ahead, you hear a series of rapid popping sounds, and a flurry of bullets whistle past your ear. Before you can react, there is another burst of fire, and a bullet slams into your shoulder, knocking you down. You lose 2 HP. Look at that. When silence falls, you edge forward to find the body of a man, his fateful wounds still smoldering. A contract has been fulfilled. A bounty no doubt soon to be collected. There is no sign of the assassin, so you lead the crew on a quick search for items of value. Draw 2 item cards.
Well.
Okay, so Sarah, you have unfortunately lost 2 points of health. 1 down to 10, and 1 again down to 9.
Boo.
All right. We have 2 item cards, so let's see what we've got. Okay, so the first item is a chrono bomb. After rolling any number or type of dice, discard to re-roll them all, applying only the second results. And then the second item is a bottle of unmarked pills. Discard to restore 1 HP to your crew member. You know, we could use that right now for either Snow or Sarah, because you are both down to 9 points.
I don't want to be like, give it to me, but I kind of want to be like, give it to me.
Okay.
Give it to Sarah.
Give it to Sarah. There we go.
Oh, thanks, guys. Beep, beep.
Sarah goes up to 10. So in that case, who wants to carry the chrono bomb? I think it would only be fair then for Snowyak to take it, since he was such a gentleman.
How are you?
No. I'm absolutely fine. You carry it. So
okay, good.
All right. So Sarah is on 10 health. Snowyak is on 9, and I am on 10. Shall I read a card?
Yes, please.
Okay, here we go then. The way forward is blocked by an ever-shifting laser grid, a perplexing pattern of buzzing, burning beams. Each member of your crew must choose one of the following methods to try and get through without touching the beams. Speed. Roll cunning in 1 attempt. Patience. Roll 2 wisdom in 3 attempts. Apply these results to each member of the crew individually. Success, you make it through without injury. Failure, you stumble and are badly burned, lose 2 HP. We must choose.
I would like to go slowly with wisdom.
With wisdom, yes, because your wisdom is particularly strong, and you need to roll 2 wisdom in 3 attempts. Sarah, how would you like to proceed? Speed or patience?
Speed.
Ooh, you've got to roll cunning.
No, patience. Patience.
Lots of patience, yes. So again, you must roll 2 wisdom in 3 attempts.
I was just testing you.
Was you? Roll cunning in one attempt. I'm going to go with the run. I'm going to just dash through these beams, hopefully. Yeah, okay. So here we go. Rolling cunning in one attempt. Oh! Yeah, that's why I shouldn't be speeding through laser beams. So I stumble and lose 2 hit points.
Lieutenant Smith, we better take this easy.
Yes. All right, so that's me done. So over to Sarah. You need to roll 2 wisdom in 3 attempts. So here we go. You want a star followed by another star.
Yeah.
Okay.
Okay, so
I
there's
see 1 star.
There's 1 star. Okay, now your second roll.
Oh. Don't I have a thing where I can fix a roll? Or is that only on doubles?
It's during close combat. It's not during any tests. So you now need to get a star on this roll.
Yeah.
Okay, so you have succeeded with 2 stars. Well done. Okay, we then go over to Snowyak. He's got to do exactly the same. So, looking for stars.
Okie doke.
Okay.
Halfway.
All right, next roll. Okay, so this is your final roll, but remember, you do have that chrono bomb. That could help,
Yeah.
but hey, maybe you want to keep that for something bigger, I guess. So here we go, final roll.
That's what I can do. I can re-roll with my neuro implant. Any double for something out of combat.
So, good call. Whenever you roll a double outside of combat, and before applying the result, you may change it to any single and apply that result instead. You've rolled a double, you can now just turn that into the star
Into
that you need.
wisdom.
There we go.
Yeah.
Excellent. All right, and you succeed. So it is only impatient monkey who sped forward and got burnt for his troubles. We go on to the next card. Sarah is at 10. Snowyak is at 9. Monkey is at 8. Who's going to read the card?
I guess. Who has the highest amount of health?
It's you.
Oh, okay. Then yeah, I'll try to read it.
Okay.
Oh, no. Okay. Ahead, 2 elite guards are marching an alien prisoner to the brig. As a group, choose one option. If we attack, their gear might prove useful. Or we can hide. We slip into the shadows trying to avoid detection as they pass. All members of the crew must roll their crew die once. And no might must be rolled. Might is what?
It's the fist. The fist
oh,
symbol.
we'd be in trouble. So I'm almost thinking that we might have to attack.
Yeah.
So we've got to agree as a group. So their dice is going to be 2 might, 1 cunning, and then 3 other character dice. So what are we going to do? Are we going to jump into combat?
Yeah, let's do it.
Okay. So before we do that, then how are we going to go about combat?
Carefully? I don't.
So Sarah is of course she's waiting for close combat. So it's between you and I, Snow. What do we want to do? Do we want to?
So whenever you guys get rid of dice, please get rid of everything but the fists first.
Yes. What do you want to do, Snow? Do you want to take a shot where we are, or do you want to jump into a flanking position?
Well, I would like to fire from the hip.
Okay, right then. Just looking at the card, if they hit you, it's 2 points of damage that they are going to do.
Ah, all right.
So what do you want to go for?
Yeah.
Do you want to go into the flank, or do you want to just stand out in the corridor and blast them?
Just blast them.
Blast them. All right. Well, I think I will do exactly the same.
It's high noon.
Rolling your dice. Okay. They do hit you, but you manage to hit them. So you lose 2 points. So you're down to 7. But you've managed to hit. So what dice do you want to remove?
Let's do 1 cunning.
All right. I'm going to jump on in. I am obviously using the great big beam emitter. I'm probably going to burn my face off here, but here we go.
And he was holding the gun backwards. No.
Well, I take 2 points of damage. They hit me.
Oh, man. Yeah.
But I do 3 points of damage against them.
The cool thing is when you shoot, you can choose what you take away, right?
Yes, you
don't
can.
have that with the melee.
Okay, so Sarah, really, it's your chance now to just get on in there with your alien blade and slice and dice.
Try
Yeah,
to punch him.
yeah. So once per round of close combat, when you hit, you may remove an additional chapter die of the same type. Okay, so you really do want to be rolling a might on your dice now. So here we go.
That would be cool.
And remember, you've got your combat protocol. Once per round of close combat, you may re-roll your crew
We just need doubles.
die,
We just need doubles.
right? And choose which result to apply. Well, all you need is a hit. So you just need to... so here we go.
Yeah, a hit or a double.
So once per round of close combat, when you hit, well, you haven't hit. But your combat protocol, once per round of close combat, you may re-roll your crew die and choose which result to apply. Do you want to do that, a re-roll now?
So I can roll again, but if the other one
again.
is like a crap single, I could keep this one and save at least the
Yes.
shield part of it. Okay,
Yes, exactly.
let's do that.
Yeah. That's it. Sarah saving herself, as always. It's got to be in the tray.
Take that first one and protect myself.
Exactly. So it would have been 1 point of damage you would have taken, but because you had a shield, you're protected. Okay.
Is anybody gonna take that med thing to heal up at all?
Well, this is it. So there's an opportunity. Snow, you are at 7. I am at 6.
Okay, Monkey, I think you might want to heal up a bit.
You think so? Is that okay, Snow?
Yeah.
Yeah?
Yeah, it's fine.
So I will go and use the medical drone.
And then I'll punch first. Because I have, what is my health at?
You're healthy. You're really good. You're up 10.
Okay, let me punch first. Because
Alright.
if I can kill him, then you guys are safe.
Okay, so here we go then. You rolled a cunning, so that's no good. You've not done good. Then Sarah takes the hit. She goes down to 9. I go up by 1. Beep. Who is going to take part in this close combat?
I guess I'm doing it again, right?
Yep, so you should do it. I will join you. Okay, so it is Sarah and I. We just need to get rid of these two might dice, don't we?
Hey, yes.
There we go.
So then, we get to draw up 2 equipment cards.
Ooh.
Oh, it's another
It's the
shoosty gun.
vacuum.
Maybe this is opportunity for Snow, because Snow, you're down to 7 health.
Yeah, stick it in the vein.
That's okay.
Beep, beep.
Now then, so we have this pulse rifle.
But maybe it's wise to give Sarah the gun for now. Because else
Is it just in case?
Just in case. All right, fair enough. So you've got that pulse rifle just in case.
In case y'all aren't ready for fists.
Who wants to read the next card?
Is it okay if I go first, Sarah?
Go for it.
Okay,
All right.
here we go.
In the darkness ahead, the familiar clicking and whirring sound of a repair bot is suddenly shattered by the roar of an explosion. The passage is filled with light, and you see the robot thrown into the air, disintegrating as the force of the blast sends shards of white-hot metal flying towards you. You lose 2 hit points. Boop, boop. When the debris settles, you approach the machine the droid was working on, a replicator. Among the wreckage of its smoldering innards, two of its recent creations miraculously remain intact. Draw 2 item cards.
Ooh. Come on, good things like health.
Who's going to read the next card?
I guess the person with the highest points.
I guess so, Schmidt.
Leading the crew swiftly onward, your boot catches a concealed switch. You turn in despair to see your crewmates disappearing through a false floor behind you, plummeting into a foul-smelling trash compactor below. A moment later, there's the sound of heavy machinery and the walls start closing in. Oh, God. To hack the controls and disable the crusher, you, yay, must roll 3 wisdom in 4 attempts. Oh. After each attempt, if the total has not been reached, all other members of the crew lose 1 HP unless they can roll might in 1 attempt to brace the crusher. If you have not succeeded after 4 attempts, you finally manage to deactivate the system by chance and drag your fellow crew members out. And do I have any out-of-combat help with anything?
Nope.
Okay.
Nope. It's all down to your character dice.
Do this then.
So you are wanting to roll a wisdom. Here we go.
All right. Hey, Dice, remember when you were rolling those stars earlier and we didn't need you? We need you now. Come on. We need a star.
Here we go. Can we get it on the last one? So Snowyak is down to 5. I am down to 4. And Sarah at the controls, who's probably got a headache, but that's as far as it goes at the moment, is at 9. All right, on to the next card.
In this laboratory, full of experimental technology, the gravitational wave emitter thrums menacingly. As you attempt to cross the room, your steps become heavy, and you are barely able to drag your suddenly cumbersome gear to the other side. Each member of the crew must try to roll might in 1 attempt. Apply these results to each member of the crew individually. Success, you reach the exit and slump against the wall to rest. If you fail, you must lose 1 HP, discard an item, and then try again. After 3 failed attempts, you finally reach the exit, breathless and exhausted. Uh-oh.
This is very problematic because Snowyak and I are both on 4 health, and potentially, right, we could end up losing 3 health just going through this room.
Yeah. Cool.
Okay. So we're all across now, but does mean I am down to 3 health. Snow, you are at 5.
And then I'm at what, 7?
You're 8. You're at 8.
Yes, I'm reading.
So you are reading the next card. But here we go. This is the final card of Act 2.
You pass a medical bay where someone strangely familiar is being clumsily dissected. Peering in, you notice some unattended supplies. As a group, choose 1 option. Move on, it's too risky. Turn the next chapter card. Steal. Nominate a member of the crew to roll 2 cunning in 2 attempts. Success, you deftly slip inside, carefully retrieving the items within reach. Draw 2 item cards. Failure. You stumble and overturn a large vial of acid, spilling it down your legs. You lose 3 HP, barely stifling your cries of agony. You withdraw just as your presence becomes noticed. So who has good cunning?
I have the best cunning, but if I failed, then that would be the end of the game.
Right. So is that something that we're willing to risk, or should we just move on?
I am willing to risk it.
Seriously? Oh, Snow!
Yeah.
We need to go to a casino, man. So what are we doing as a group? Lieutenant Smith is not particularly good on the cunning, as demonstrated by the trash compactor. Punch, punch, punch. Lieutenant Smith angry. Lieutenant Tanner is medium okay with cunning.
I have my special implant and my bomb.
You do? Oh, you do. So there we go. So Lieutenant Tanner actually has some things that work in their advantage.
Yeah.
Okay.
Miller is the most cunning, but only has 3 health, and
Is
so
also pretty dead.
Can't afford a failure. All right, here we go then. It's all up to Lieutenant Tanner. All right, so that's the first failure. Do you want to use the chrono bomb?
Yeah. Oh, yes. Bomb!
Well done, well done.
Let's see what we got.
Oh. Whoa.
Right then, so we are on to the first card of Act 3. Lieutenant Smith has 8 health. Lieutenant Tanner has 5. And Lieutenant Miller is down to 3.
You enter this room just as the time trigger of a large explosive device reaches the final 3 seconds of its countdown. Your training kicks in, and I'm going to be smashing things, aren't I? Your training kicks in, and you rush forward to disable it. Fast precision teamwork is... Oh, can we just end the game now? Because it's already hit us with, like, the death blow by saying this. Fast precision teamwork is needed to defuse the bomb. Well, each member of the crew must end up with the same trait showing on their crew dice after a maximum of 2 rolls each. The rolls need not be simultaneous and can be made in any order.
So if it was successful, the timer freezes at 0 and we get to the next card. If we fail, with 1 second to go, we all sprint in vain for cover. The blast launches you across the room and all crew members lose 3 hit points.
Oh,
no. Would that kill us?
It would kill Lieutenant Miller. And that being the case, this would be the end of the game.
We have to win, or the bomb kills us all.
And so, I lose 3 hit points. We've got much closer this time round than we did the first time we played. But unfortunately, as soon as a crew member dies, that is the end of the game. Snowyak, your thoughts on the game? What did you think?
It's been a cool game. Yeah, it's been real fun. Why the adventure?
You know what? Glad that we died, though, to like a bomb that we walked in on that was already going to explode no matter what, versus like some stupid creature killing us.
We seem to have had more story-based and trait and decision based cards than actual combat. So it's been a very different game than what we played the first time, which is nice. And
it turns out we're shite at all of them.
Indeed we are. Indeed we are. Okay then, and so my thanks to Sarah and Snowyak for tonight's game of Escape the Dark Cat. I was going to say Dark Castle. I was so close to saying Dark Castle. I will do that again. It was going to happen eventually at some point, wasn't it? Here we go then. And so my thanks to Sarah and Snowyak for tonight's game of Escape the Dark Sector. That was a lot of fun, even though we didn't manage to get to the end. Hopefully we'll do better next time. But until then, bye for now.